They're jumping on me. Touchstone 2, where we see the animator is actually functioning in the process of trying to bring disconnected connectors together. So he starts with 7 people. They find 93 people. Those 93 people invite 4 other people each. And suddenly you have 10% of the population in a conversation. He's never introduced an agenda. He's never said, here's the outside agenda that I want you to consume. What he's done instead is he's supported people who are really deeply connected anyway to get more connected with each other. And then he began the conversation. So often we find that this is why I was saying there isn't a linear path. You can't say it starts on Touchstone 1 and goes to Touchstone 2. Sometimes we find that people will take an animator role and they will support connectors who are disconnected to come together and begin to form an initiating group. And their skill, their capacity is to be incredibly light touch and incredibly focused on service. So they're not setting an agenda. I often think about the community animators being like a caddy is to a golfer. They're not standing, taking the shot. They're not sizing up the challenge and deciding exactly what should be done and then implementing it, as John talked about last week. You know you're in the presence of a citizen when 3 things are happening. They're defining the challenge or the possibility in their own vernacular, in their own language. Then they're defining the solution in their own language, and then they're implementing that solution. Well, the role of the animator, and it comes from a French word, animateur, which means to animate, to breathe life into, but not to put something there that wasn't there already. So the animator's role in the story is very much about helping people get organized. And again, it's a facilitative role. It's a role that's not about doing for others what they can do for themselves. It's almost like, if you want to use another metaphor, the sidekick. It's what Robin is to Batman. So I think of the animator as Robin, and I think of the community initiators as Batman. Their job is to be the heroes, to move in, ordinary everyday heroes, albeit, but to move in and to begin to widen that conversation.